Hi, today I'm decorating my day designer. I've got this sun stamp by Aha Arts and Ashley Goldberg, and I'm using Ranger Archival ink and saffron. You can sort of see it through on the other side, but I'm not too concerned about it. Now I'm taking the polka dots and using Viridian ink, and because I'm stamping this on the left side, my impression may not be perfect, but I'm okay with that. This looks great. So I'll put away this moon phases set. Now for some painting. I'm taking my Artist Loft watercolor set from Michaels. This is a really inexpensive set, and I'm using a brush that says Royal 2 on it. And as you can see here, I've got a lot of water and a little bit of watercolor, and I'm just going to start writing Valentine's Day. I highly recommend just practicing with this watercolor set and either a size 2 brush or whatever works for you and you feel comfortable with. So I'll do day right underneath in capital letters. Rinse off my brush. And there are these really great colors. This one is a teal, so I'm going to actually just paint right over where I stamped. I know it sounds silly, but I'm actually filling these things in after the fact. So they've already happened, but I'm trying to make it a point to go back in to record things I've done, whether it be for work or play. On the weekends, I try not to have too much focus on work, so oftentimes those pages would be blank if I didn't go back to fill in the activities. It also makes for fun creative play for me, and it's an opportunity to try different techniques, and most importantly, though, I end up using my supplies. So I'm just filling in underneath with this black, which actually turns out a little bit grayish if you use some more water. I like the look of it. All right, so now for some stamping. I'm taking this set from Neat and Tangled. It's called You Plus Me, and I'm going to grab this heart and mount it on my acrylic block and use this Hero Art Shadow ink. It's bubblegum midtone. I'll stamp it right there next to the day. I'm going to stamp another heart using Hero Arts Shadow ink in Soft Blossom right next to it. Looks pretty good. Do a little bit of writing and then some more watercolor action. So this planner thing is kind of new to me because I am used to using Google Calendar for the most part and a bunch of to-do lists, but I really like the idea of kind of making my days prettier and recording my memories and things that I did as far as work goes or play goes, just in one place, if that makes sense. So in Google Calendar, I could only type stuff in, whereas here I can add stamping, watercoloring, doodles, and most importantly, color. Okay, so when I was doing this yellow part, writing bacon and eggs, I guess I hadn't waited until that backyard fun in orange had dried, so I had a little splotch there, and I'm just going to improvise and make it into a heart. Sometimes happy accidents like that happen, and it's okay. It's all good. All right, some more watercolor action here. Postmates is actually a service that delivers from any restaurant in Los Angeles to wherever you are in under an hour. And then I realized I actually didn't make chicken tacos, it was pork tacos, and they were delicious. Here is a distress marker by Tim Holtz in Cracked Pistachio, and I'm just going to add a little bit of doodling and writing right underneath that yellow. Maybe some stars here. This is actually a friction stamp from Japan. It's a little cloud with a smiley face. And I found that just a little touch actually does the job better than something heavy. A little piggy flag under the pork tacos, and some more journaling. I've got this camera sticker from Japan, and I've actually cut it. It's supposed to be a label that folds over, but I've just cut it so it's just a camera by itself. Here are some heart stickers that I can just put down wherever. And I love how the colors are really coming together. Like I said, this was not planned to begin with, so I'm just going with the flow and just using the colors that I really like. Adding this little heart over here. And some more finishing touches. So now I actually want to show you the coolest thing. I got these temporary tattoos. This one was from the Rifle Paper Crown event. And I've got my temporary tattoo from CHA. So it turns out you can actually use it on paper. You apply it the same way you would to your skin, only you put it on paper instead. So I'm taking a sponge and I'm getting it a little bit wet. And I'm going to dab and kind of rub along the sheet there, the transfer paper. So I wouldn't use too much water. I would rather go a little cautiously and add to it. You can't really take it away from the paper. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll peel off the protective layer, put it down, add some water to my sponge, and it says to let it sit for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and show you what happens. Enough time has passed, so I'm slowly lifting up the paper, and it looks amazing. There's a little residue that I'll just pat down with my finger. It's time for liftoff for this one, and it looks like it has turned out awesome as well. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I pretty up my planner and that you feel inspired to use watercolors, stamps, and even temporary tattoos in your planners and other paper projects. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. And if you haven't already, please visit my website, amytangerine.com, for even more creative inspiration.